Hi guys, hope all are fine. Today's topic is consumable identification and control. Consumable means holding consumables. For electrodes, filler wire, filler rod, you can say how you have to identify this consumable and how to control. So we can discuss today this chapter. So two things are here. You can see here the filler rods or filler wire. The second things are the electrode. What is this filler rods? Filler rods is it is not fixed. It is added separately to the oil pool. Consumable added separately to the oil pool. That is called filler rods or filler wires. And the second is the electrode. It is fixed in the part of the welding electric arc, that is called the one end of the arc, that is called consumable, which are part of the welding circuit, the providing one end of the arc. So this is the difference between the filler rods or electrodes and electrodes. Now all those things used up in the production in the of a oil. So this all these things means that electrode, filler oil, flux and gases, all those things are used in the production in oils. If any oil production, these four things is definitely required to make a production of oil. So generally we refer to those elements that are used in the specific welding process, that is electrodes, wire, flux and gases we are used to make a welding process, to complete a welding process, you can say. Now you can see the welding consumable. This is the consumable. You can understand the each picture covered electrodes. This is the covered electrode. This is a sub. You can see the MIG, MAG, solid wire, how it looks like. Core wire. This is called FCAW wire. This is the core wire. This is TIG PAW rods. This is welding flux. This is short ribs and the solid wire. So this is the one requirement for the fully requirement for the welding consumable. It can see here. Now three types of electrodes are here. Three types of generally electrodes are here. One is rutile, one is cellulosic, three is the basic. Three different types of electrode requirement is the different. So we know that every types of electrode have different requirement details. Now you see how it looks like. Every electrode means rutile electrode, cellulosic electrode and the basic electrode, how it's packaged, how it will be packed or it is packaged from the production manufacturer, how. So you need to check the plastic foil sealed cardboard box, means this is your plastic foil. This is your plastic foil, the cardboard box, if it is there, definitely it is a rutile electrode. It is normally it is coming out like this way. This is the general purpose basic electrode. You can say also acid electrode. And now you see the tin can. Tin can, how it's, which electrode is there? Cellulosic electrode. It can often be used in cellulosic electrode, the tin can. And the vacuum seal pack, it is the extra low hydrogen electrode. So vacuum seal pack, it is coming like E7018 electrode, that is a extra low hydrogen electrode, that is called vacuum seal pack. Now, how you have to inspect the electrode? You know the electrode, you are checking the package, everything electrode is there inside. But now you have to inspect that electrode as a welding inspector. How you have to check? First things you need to check the electrode size. If it is diameter and length, it is coming as per your WPS or as per your project specification or as per your design. It is coming or not. You need to check. Second thing is very important, covering condition, adherence, cracks, chips and concentricity. So the your flux, you see the this is your concentricity. It means electrode rod, it is not actually properly, it is not middle condition, middle position. So this is called concentricity. So it will not be accepted. Flux is not properly managed in the whole area. One side is more, one side is a less. Also the cracks, it is not allowed, chips, it is not allowed. So you have to check as an inspector. Electrode classification, after that the most important things you need to check the electrode classification or designation. What are the requirement in project specification, that designation are there or not. So rutile general purpose electrode, Keep dry, may be dried up to 120 degrees centigrade, no baking. So the rutile electrode, we don't need any baking for this, but always need to keep dry, and we have to, maybe if it is requirement, then dry it up to 120 degrees centigrade. Second is the cellulosic developer positional welding. Means any welding we can do this cellulosic electrode in the vertical down position. Develop for positional welding in the vertical down position. Stovepipe welding, you can say the stovepipe welding. Sorry, this is basically cellulosic electrode, not for all position. This is called the vertical down position developer. This this you can use directly from the box. Use straight from the box. Do not require baking or drying. Baking and drying, it is not required for this particular electrode. Third is the basic low hydrogen electrode used for high quality weld. So this electrode means basic electrode. You can say E7018 is the basic electrode. This is low hydrogen electrode used for high quality weld. We can say the fabrication of pressure vessel, heat exchanger. This we can use this type of weld, low hydrogen electrode. So may require baking. Definitely it's require baking for low hydrogen content. Vacuum pack used, if it is vacuum pack, definitely we have to use from the box directly within 4 and from 4 hours. Within 4 hours we need to finish this welding box. If it is not, then you have to rebake again as per the manufacturer recommendation. So this is type of coverings, rutile covering. So rutile covering, you need to know, are based on titanium oxide. So titanium oxide is there in the rutile based coating. In the rutile based coating, you can see the titanium oxide in the rutile covering. Second is easy to strike arc, less pattern, easy to remove slag. So strike arc means arc strike, there is a problem in electrode. So in the rutile electrode, there is very easy, there is no arc strike can be done. Less pattern is very less, easy to remove slag. Remove slag is very easy and excellent for positional welding. Any position you can done the welding. Produce finely rippled regular welds, also concave fillet welds, increase fatigue life. So this is welding quality is very good. Also concave fillet weld means the fatigue life will be increases. Can be dyed, it can be dry. Needs a reasonable proportion of the combination water, so you have to check the keep water is to keep covering interact to the moisture is driven up, so the binding of the flux is suffer. Hydrogen content, it is the 25 to 30 ml per 100 gram of weld metal. So this is the hydrogen content for the rutile covering, that is 25 to 30 ml per 100 gram of weld metal. So this is cellulosic covering. Cellulosic covering, what is this? Cellulosic covering, the flour and wood pulp are common constituents, and the oil metal has a very high hydrogen content. This cellulosic oil metal, definitely it will be very high hydrogen content because of the filler rod is the hydrogen content is more. Filler rod means electrode. Second is the resultant slag layer is thin, means slag layer is very thin. Fourth is the coarse weld profile is coarse. Excellent penetration. Penetration is very good. Can weld on vertical down position and fast travel speed. So this weld can weld on the vertical down position is a very difficult position, but it can be done the fast travel speed. Does not require baking or drying. Excessive heat will damage electrode covering. So it's not required the baking or drying. If it is excessive heat is there, then definitely it will damage the electrode. Restricted to stovepipe welding. So stovepipe welding cannot do in this cellulosic covering electrode. Hydrogen content, it is 80 to 90 ml 100 gram of weld metal. So means it's too much hydrogen is there in this weld metal. This is 80 to 90 ml 100 gram weld metal. So this is cellulosic covering, and third is the basic covering. This is very important. The content, what is the content in the covering? There is a calcium compound like calcium fluoride and the calcium carbonate. That is the lime coated. You can say the lime coated. So this is the covering of the basic coated electrode, that is for calcium fluoride and the calcium carbonate. Second is the basic. What is the meaning of basic? Basic refers to the chemical behavior of the flux. can contain iron powder and increase efficiency but less lack poor positional capability. So this basic covering means poor positional capability means you cannot do the welding in any position. This can contain iron powder. So iron powder is there in this electrode. Increased efficiency is increased. So this is the welding quality will be very good, means efficiency will be very good, but less lag will be generated will be very less. So have the lowest level of hydrogen for this basic covering, that is for 5 ml per 100 gram oiled metal. Needs baking. To perform a mother oven temperature, that is 350 degrees centigrade 2 to 5 hours. See also you need to see the manufacturer recommendation always. After the baking, the maintain a temperature that is 120 degrees centigrade to prevent moisture pickup. So this is very important. For this, bake is covering the electrode. Baking temperature you have to maintain when you are doing the welding. Cannot be rebaked indefinitely. So you cannot rebake indefinitely. So cover electrode treatment, that is baking oven. How you have to treat this covered electrode? So you need to know the baking oven, there is a temperature control. We need to control the temperature in the baking oven. Require calibration. The two things is very important in baking oven, that is called the mother oven. You can say the mother oven. That is temperature control is there, need temperature control and the requires calibration. So you can say the heated quiver, that is only for maintaining of electrode after baking. So this is the maintaining the electrode. We have to maintain the electrode after remove the electrode from the mother oven. There is a oven that is called quiver, that is called portable oven. We have to maintain one temperature 120 degrees centigrade, and it is always required when you are doing the welding beside your workspace. So this is very important, the heated quivers. Now basic electrode, baking in oven 2 to 5 hours at 350 degrees centigrade. Basic electrode, it's required baking in oven. So covered electrode treatment, there is a chart. We have to follow this chart. We have to understand this chart. Basic electrodes, how it is used before used to welding. So what is your charts? Follow, you need to follow this chart. Baking in oven 2 to 5 hours at 350 degrees centigrade. Then you have to follow. After baking, maintain in oven 150 degrees centigrade. Means you have to remove this electrode from this mother oven. Then you have to put in quiver at it is 150 degrees centigrade. Then that is used from the quiver 75 degrees centigrade, and you have to direct to put in the weld. You can do the weld. Those now, if not used within 4 hours, you cannot use these 4 hours these electrodes in the quiver. What are the electrodes are there, you cannot finish within 4 hours. Then it will go back again to limited numbers of the rebates, means you can use only one time use in the baking oven 2 to 5 hours at 350 degrees centigrade, and the same circle will be done. If you can see the next time this quivers electrode it cannot finished the second time, then you have to re-quarantine that electrode, because it cannot be used on the third time. Functions of the flux. This is very important. What is the importance of the flux? Can be summarized as provide a gas seal to protect the molten pool from atmospheric contamination. So, in the atmospheric, there is a so many dust, so many contamination are there. It's moving outside. So, if it is coming in the old pool, molten old pool directly in the atmospheric contamination, then it will be problem for the old efficiency, old quality. So that's why they provide a gas seal. Sealed, what they do, the flux, they provide a gas seal to control to protect the molten pool from the atmospheric contamination. Second is provide a slag. The slag, why need slag? So why the that is important? The flux is generate slag. What is the importance of slag? Slag is the additional shielding whirlpool to improve the quality of the weld. That is called, you can say that to slow down the cooling rate. If slow down the cooling rate, definitely improve the old efficiency. Improve the physical properties of the arc additive, improve arc initiation, stability, and easy to use. And the fourth is old metal alloys can be introduced to improve metallurgical property of the old and increase electrode efficiency. So this is the four things of the flux. You have to know for what is the function of the flux. Now electrode efficiency, you can say electrode efficiency. So you can see the previous one, the function of the flux. Now you see the electrode efficiency. How you have to calculate electrode efficiency? There is a formula: mass of metal deposited means the weight of the metal deposited, old metal, and divided by mass of core wire melted means the weight of the core wire. How much core wire is melted, that weight. So the mass of the metal deposited divided by mass of the core wire melted. So 75 to 90% for usual electrodes mass, and this is up to 180% of the iron powder electrodes. So this is electrode efficiency. Now you can see here, this is very important, the electrode, and this is the covering. It is electrode, this is covering. This is E4631NiB54H5. This is the electrode classification or designation. You can say nomenclature. So this is compulsory. E461NiB, this is compulsory when you are seeing or when you are inspecting electrode. This is very compulsory. But 54H5, this is optional. This is required or not required as per manufacturer recommendation. It can be done by manufacturer, but it is not necessary. Optional. So E4631NiB45 B54H5. What is the meaning of this? So it is compulsory. This is optional. What is the meaning? E is the cover electrode. 46 is the what? Yield strength, that is Newton per millimeter square, and tensile strength, it is Newton per millimeter square. 3 is the what? Toughness. How much toughness you have to recognize by 3. 1 Ni is the chemical composition. B is the flux covering. So from where you can check this chemical composition to the full 1 Ni means what is. So you have to go the manufacturer book, a manufacturer world book like SF. So they define that 1 Ni means what is the chemical composition is there. Flux covering is the B. So all this is the manufacturer recommendation. 5 is the old metal recovery and current type. 4 is the holding position. H is the hydrogen current, H5. So this is the things you see, the covered electrode, the nomenclature, how you have to identify, how you have to check, what is the manufacturer recommendation, what is the details you can find out for 46.3, 46.3, 1 Ni. So you have to check the manufacturer recommendation, means manufacturer old book. Now any questions you have? But I have some questions here. This is very important questions. Describe each part of the following types of electrode: E380C, E5042NiP21H5. So from here you can understand which one is the rutile, which one is the cellulosic, which one is the basic. So I can show you the nomenclature, each nomenclature. You see E380C, E equal to electrode, 38 is the strength, yield, UTS elongation you can say. 0 is the impact property, that is 0 degree centigrade, 47 joule is required is the impact property. C is the covering with cellulosic. So you understand this E380C means the cellulosic electrode. Second, E5042 NiB21H5. So E equal to electrode, 50 is the strength, 4 is the impact property, that is minus 40 degree centigrade is required, joule is 47. 2 Ni equal to chemical composition, B equal to covering, that is called basic. So from here you have to understand which one is the basic, which one is the cellulosic. The electrode designation if you check easily you can understand. Now in third is E42 toward 13H15. So this is R. You can see, understand, this is R. This means rutile. 42 is the strength, 2 equal to impact properties, 1 equal to old metal recovery, 3 is the position. Which, if any of the following types of electrode would require baking? So which one is required baking? Definitely cellulosic. First one is the cellulosic. See, this is not required baking. 5042 NiB, this is basic. B means it is required baking, and H15, that is for, you can say here, the rutile, that is not required baking, but if it is not compulsory baking, but it can be dry. You can see keep dry but no baking, basic will require baking, and cellulosic no baking. What is the mean by STC? Means strength, toughness, covering. STC means strength, toughness, and covering. You see here the AWS is 5.1 electrode on designation E70180. Everybody knows E means electrode. 70 equal to 70,000 psi is the ultimate tensile strength. 1 is the holding position, 8 is the current and coating strength. So this is the holding nomenclature for electrode nomenclature for 7018E. Now E8016D3, what is the meaning of D3? You see here, E equal to covered electrode, 80 is the 80,000 psi, that is called tensile strength, 1 is the holding position, 6 is the flux covering. And what is the D3? D3 means you can say alloy content. So you have to know that what is the meaning of, if it is mentioned in the electrode, D3 means alloy content. That is 1.5% manganese and 0.5% molybdenum. That is AWS, one question is there, which of the following AWS classified electrode have cellulosic coating? That is, you have to understand from here, 6010 is the cellulosic and 6011 is the cellulosic. Definitely 70 it is not there, 7070 you cannot say this is what cellulosic electrode. You see here 6010 cellulosic, 6011 cellulosic, and E9010G cellulosic classified to AWS 5.5. So this is the complete video of electrode, and you have any comments, you can send on comment in the YouTube comment box. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel to get the regular video. Thanks a lot.